Basilia Hamilton was inside her house when her daughter-in-law rushed in. It was around 9:30 in the night.
Yo estoy gustando TV cuando ella entró. Cuando ella entró gritando con una desesperación y dijo que
I am watching TV when she enters. When she entered screaming in despair and said that the girl, the co-worker, her colleague, was being robbed. So I got up and head to the door, and she said not to go outside because they are armed. So I stopped by the door, and when I stopped by the door, I pulled the curtain. You may notice my windows are made of glass. I pulled the curtain, and I saw a man, not too tall, somewhat short, was trying to open my door to the house to get inside, but he could not because my daughter-in-law, when she got inside scared, she locked it.
Hamilton's daughter-in-law informed her that 3 masked men had entered the establishment, Primavera Bar, pointing guns at the employees and 2 patrons.
My daughter-in-law was there. She said she noticed the men coming and were pointing their weapons at those who were here. What she did was, since it was somewhat dark there, she edged her way out and went inside screaming. That is how she got away. But they are telling her she was risking getting shot because the men were pointing towards her, and that is when they attacked those that were there. And when they were done, because that had happened very fast, in less than half an hour, they left and just said, "Let's go."
The men escaped in a vehicle and made their way to sports bar Los Amigos, located just around the corner. By the time they were done there, police had been alerted. We understand a mobile was in the immediate area and responded, meeting the robbers' getaway vehicle on the main road. A high-speed chase ensued but did not last long. The driver of the getaway vehicle took a wrong turn into a dead end where they were forced to flee on foot. A resident in the area says her family was in bed when they heard the vehicle speeding and then gunshots. It was around 9:45 in the night.
I suddenly heard a commotion in front of the house, like a loud vehicles, and then I heard a loud bang. And I woke him up. I woke up my husband. I said, listen, there's something happening outside. And then he got up. I stayed in bed. The minute he got up, I stayed in bed, but then I heard the gunshots ring. And that's when I jumped up and I went to the other room and got my kids and put them in a corner and shielded them with my body. I just told them to stoop down and stay down. And they were shocked. They didn't know what was happening. And I just told, they said, "Que es ma?" And I said, just stay quiet and stay down. And then we heard another set of gunshots ring, and that's when they kind of started to figure out what's happening. And they got scared, so they stayed down and they stayed quiet until my husband ended up opening one of the doors. And I asked why he was opening the door, and he said, well, it's the GSU's outside. So when we came out, we saw the police vehicle outside and a rodeo vehicle outside. And that's when we understood. The police explained to us that there was a robbery in our village.
The men fled into the dark. We are told that 2 of them fell into a drain but still managed to escape police. Back at Primavera Bar, Hamilton checked on 2 patrons who were injured. Her employee was unhurt.
Yo abrí la puerta y entró. Cuando ella entró, ella no podía hablar del susto.
I opened the door for her, and she entered. When she came in, she could not speak due to the fright, and I had them give her a glass of water, and I came out to see what happened. When I got here, I saw a Mennonite and another man, and I asked the men. I saw the other man was injured, but I asked the other, and the Mennonite said, yes, they hurt me as well, but it doesn't matter. They took my wallet. I asked how much money, more or less, he had in the wallet, and he said about $400. And the other man, who is from Indian church, I asked him if he was hurt, and he said that they took about $200 from him.
According to Hamilton, 3 men held up those in the bar, and a 4th followed her daughter-in-law. A 5th waited in the vehicle outside. Dalila Ical for News 5.